Translation by Srila Prabhupada. You will be thoroughly advised and favored by me, and because of your inquiries, everything about my glories, which are known as Param Brahma, will be manifest within your heart. Thus you will know everything about me. Shlokar Odyan Bhat Kahuchi, Bhagavan Kauchanti, Matsyarupi Bhagavan Raja Satyavratu Kauchanti. तुम्हें मोटर उपदेश प्राप्त हबो अनुग्रह लाभ करिबो कारण तुमार जो जिज्ञासा मोर महिमा संबंधी जहाँ की परम ब्रह्म नाम रे विदित ताहा तुमार हृदय रे प्रकाशित हबो एई प्रभाव रे तुम्हें मो संबंधी सबकी जानी पारिबो यह लास्ट श्लोक रो अर्थ purport by Srila Prabhupada. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 15, Sarvasya Chang Rudi Sannivishto Matta Smriti Jnana Apahanam Cha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, is situated in everyone's heart, and from Him come remembrance, knowledge, forgetfulness. The Lord reveals Himself in proportion to one's surrender to Him. Jejatha mam prapadyanti stangstati bhodamyam. In responsive cooperation, the Lord reveals Himself in proportion to one's surrender. That which is revealed to one who fully surrenders is different from what is revealed to one who surrenders partially. Everyone naturally surrenders to the Supreme Personal Godhead, either directly or indirectly. The conditioned soul surrenders to the laws of nature and material existence. But when one fully surrenders to the Lord, material nature doesn't act upon him. Such a fully surrendered soul is favored by the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. Mameja prapadyanti mayamitam taruntiti. One was fully surrendered to the Lord, has no fear of the modes of material nature for everything. For everything is but an expansion of the Lord's glories, sarvam khalyudam brahma. And these glories are gradually revealed and realized. The Lord is the supreme purifier, param brahma, param dhama, pavitram, paramam bhavan. The more one is purified, the more he wants to know about the Supreme, the more the Lord reveals to him. Full knowledge of Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan is revealed to the pure devotees. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 10:11, Tesang evanukam partham ahanga jnanajam tamaha nasayami atma bhavastu jnanadipena bhasata. Out of compassion for them I dwell in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge darkness, burn of ignorance. Atma nivedana tuya pade kari hoinu parama sukhi amar dukha roilo chinta na roilo chaudi ananda dekhi amar khodure gelo chinta na roilo chaudi ananda asoko bhaiyo amruto adharo tomar charan doyo asoko bhaiyo amruto adharo tomar charan doyo tati khono visrama laviya chadinu bhavero bhoyo संसारे करिब सेवन नहिब फलेरो भागी तुम्हारो संसारे करिब सेवन नहिब फलेरो भागी तब सुख जाहि करिब जतन हये पदे अनुरागी तब সেবায় দুঃখ হয়ে যত সেও তো পরম সুখ তোমার সেবায় দুঃখ হয়ে যত সেও তো পরম সুখ সেবা সুখ দুঃখ পরম সম্পদ নাশই অবিদ্যা দুঃখ সেবা সুখ দুঃখ পরম সম্পদ নাশই অবিদ্যা পূর্ব ইতিহাস ভুলিনু সকল সেবা সুখ প্রেমনি পূর্ব ইতিহাস ভুলিলু সকল সেবা সুখ প্রেমনি আমি তো তোমার তুমি তো আমার কি কাজ পরধনি আমি তো তোমার তুমি তো আমার কি কাজ পরধনি আমি তো তোমার তুমি তো আমার কি কাজ পরধনি আমি তো তোমার তুমি তো আমার কি কাজ পরধনি ভক্তি বিনোদ আনন্দে ডুবিয়া তোমার সেবার তোরি ভক্তি বিনোদ আনন্দে ডুবিয়া তোমার সেবার তোরি সব চেষ্টা করি তব ইচ্ছা মতো থাকিয়া তোমার ঘরি সব চেষ্টা করি তব ইচ্ছা মতো থাকিয়া তোমার ঘরি সব চেষ্টা করি তব ইচ্ছা মতো থাকিয়া তোমার ঘরি সব চেষ্টা করি আত্মনিবেদন তুয়াপতি করি হইনু পরম সুখী আত্মনিবেদন তুয়াপতি করি হইনু পরম সুখী আমার দুঃখ দূরি গেল চিন্তা না রইল চৌদিকে আনন্দ দেখি আমার দুঃখ দূরি গেল চিন্তা না রইল চৌদিকে আনন্দ দেখি. So this is purport here. Supreme Lord in the form of the peace says to King Satyavrata, you will be thoroughly advised and favored by me because of your inquiries everything about my glories, which are known as Param Brahma, will be manifest within your heart. Thus you will know everything about me. In Bhagavad purport, Srila Prabhupada says, Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Sarvasya Chang Hrudi Sannivishta Mata Smriti Jnana Apahanamcha. The Supreme Personal Godhead Paramatma is situated in everyone's heart, and from Him come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. The Lord reveals Himself in proportion to one's surrender to Him. Jejatha mang prapadyanti stang stathiva bhajamyaham. In responsive cooperation, the Lord reveals Himself in proportion to one's surrender. That which is revealed to one who fully surrenders is different from what is revealed to one who surrenders partially. Yes. Yes. With 50% surrender, 25% surrender, or 40% surrender, 50% surrender, or 60% surrender. How can you understand? Supreme Lord, He says, Jejatha mang prapadyanti stang stathiva bhajamyam. This is most important words of Krishna. In responsive cooperation, the Lord reveals Himself in proportion to one's surrender. proportion to one's surrender. When it's completely 100% surrender, Lord reveals him completely. That which is revealed to one who fully surrenders is different from that what is revealed to one who surrenders partially. I'll be same. Supreme Lord will never reveal himself completely if the devotee is not completely surrendered. It's partially surrendered, or artificially surrendered, or surrender conditionally surrendered. How can? He cannot understand. The Supreme Lord will never reveal himself. Nahum prakash sarvasya yoga maya samabhrita mudhayo nabhijanati, Krishna says. Such a mudha rascal cannot understand me. Nahum prakash sarvasya yoga maya samabhrita mudhayo nabhijanati. I never reveal myself or manifest myself before everybody and everywhere. I am covered up with my Yogamaya potency. You understand? That means Supreme Lord Krishna always keeps himself hidden. Yes, keeps himself hidden. He is covered up with Yogamaya potency. So who can see him? And before whom he reveals himself? That's the question. Who is completely surrendered. 100% surrender. Mame vaje prapadyanti mayami tam taranti. That says. Here Prabhupada Maharaj says, everyone naturally surrenders to the Supreme Personal Godhead, either directly or indirectly. The conditional soul surrenders to the laws of nature in material existence. But when one fully surrenders to the Lord, material nature doesn't act upon him. Mame vaje prapadyanti mayami tam taranti. Such a fully surrendered soul is favored by Supreme Personal Godhead directly. Mame vaje prapadyanti mayami tam taranti. One who has fully surrendered to the Lord has no fear of the modes of material nature, for everything is but an expansion of the Lord's glories. Sarvam khalyudam Brahma. And these glories are gradually revealed and realized. The Lord is the supreme purifier, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. The more one is purified, the more he wants to know about Supreme. The more the Lord reveals him. Full knowledge of Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan is revealed to the pure devotees. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Tesang eva anukampartham ahanga jnanajam tamaha nasayami atmabhavasto jnanadipena vasuda. Out of compassion for them, I, dwelling in their heart, destroy the shining lamp of knowledge, darkness, burn of ignorance. Who gets such compassion? Who gets such favor? Who is completely surrendered. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Who is like this? Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Giving up all varieties of dharma, just surrender unto me. Krishna says. We stress on this thing. This is most important. This is most concluding instruction, most confidential instruction. Krishna, last concluding instruction. You understand? Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Giving up all the varieties of dharma, just surrender. And who are they? We are always saying that thing. Yesterday I was saying, Uddhava said, pointing out the gopis, dancers Brajabhumi. Oh gopis, you are embodiment of this mantra, Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. You are the embodiment of this mantra. That means you have completely surrendered, you are giving up all varieties of dharma. Even you have kicked up this Veda dharma, Veda marjada dharma, Vedic regulations, yes. You have kicked up because you have developed such pure love for Krishna. In other words, we may say that without such love, pure love, there is no question of true surrender. True surrender, complete surrender is based on pure love of Godhead, pure love of Krishna. Without that love, no question at all. Yes. So without love, so-called surrender is either partial, artificial, or conditional, not true surrender. So, mame bhaje prapadyanti maya metam taranti ite. Mame bhaje prapadyante maya metam jedhatha mang prapadyante stans tathaiva bhajameham. That is it. According to your degree of surrender or type of surrender, I am revealed. You understand? Partially surrender, Krishna will reveal partially. 25% surrender, so 25% revelation. 50% surrender, 50% revelation. No more. 100% surrender, 100% revelation. He knows Brahma, Atma, Bhagavan. It's completely surrendered 100%. He knows what is Brahma, what is Paramatma, what is Bhagavan. Otherwise cannot understand. He gets, that is says, Te Sangevan Comparsam Ajnanatam Nasayam Atmabhavastha Jnanadipena. He gets my mercy. Out of compassion, out of mercy, I dispel all his ignorance, darkness, and form ignorance prevailing in his heart, and kindle the lamp of light. That light, he sees me. Eye opened, Jnana Chakshu. You understand? Devotional eye of intuition, pure knowledge, open. Through that eye, he can see me. He sees me. Jamam pasyati sarvatra sarvam samai pasyati tasyam na pranasyami satsame na pranasyati. He sees me everywhere. Who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me? Who is he? What sort of vision? Do you see? Material vision? The material vision? Yes. How can you see Krishna with material vision? That is illusory, that is ignorance, that is darkness. No vision, no proper vision, no enlightenment. Is that enlightenment? Or grouping in darkness? They're grouping in darkness. What is this? This? This is grouping in darkness, yes. Completely in blood. In darkness. Eye is not opened. Te sangevan comparsam aham jnana juntam nasayami atmabhavastha jnanadipena. Krishna says. It's completely surrendered. Unconditionally surrendered. Yes. 100% surrender. I show my favor to him. Out of compassion favor, I dispel the ignorance prevailing in his heart, which is like darkness, and enkindle the light, lamp of knowledge. So the eye open. Krishna is here. Then you can see that eye. This based on this mercy of Krishna. Without that mercy, I can. The surrender is completely based on pure love. Pure love. Without that love, no question of true surrender. Yes, that's the most important thing. And Uddhava says, pointing out the gopis, you are complete embodiment, true embodiment of this mantra. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam. Yes, I had heard, I saw with my own eyes now, and I see you. Yes. So how can one understand Krishna? How can one understand Supreme Lord Krishna? Only by the mercy of Krishna. You understand? In this example, Acharyas give, as by the help of the sunshine one can see the sun. Isn't it? Only by the help of sunshine one can see the sun. Can you see the sun without the help of sunshine? Can you? Can anybody saw? Can a very powerful scientist saw? Can he manufacture such machine, instrument, very powerful telescope like that? Can he show sun at night? The scientist? He can't see. He has to wait. He has to wait till sun rises. Sun rises, then sun effulgence. Sun's rays are there, sunshine is there, then you can see the sun now. It's by the help of sunshine only one can see the sun. Similarly, only by the mercy of the Lord one can see the Lord or understand Lord. Nobody can understand Lord, see Lord without the mercy. How can one get the mercy of the Lord? That's another question. How can one?
He likes to distribute it through his pure servants.
Yes. The mercy is received, not direct receipt. There is no direct receipt of mercy. Mercy is received through his pure devotee, sadhus, Vaishnavas. Do you understand? Yes. Krishna jadi kripa karen kon bhagyavane, Guru antarjami rupe sikhaya apane. Guru rupe Krishna kripa karen bhakta jane. Chaitanya Charitamrita. In the form of Guru, Krishna showers his mercy on the devotees. If Krishna showers his mercy on some fortunate jiva, he appears before him as Guru and teaches, speaks about himself. Unless he speaks merciful, how can one understand? This is mercy. How can one receive the mercy of Krishna? No direct receipt. No direct receipt. It's through his dear devotee, Sadhu, Vaishnava, Guru. This is the mercy. Without that mercy, nobody can know, understand, or see the Lord. No other way or means is there. You understand? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was such a great learned scholar. Great learned scholar. Incarnation Brihaspati couldn't understand how Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan. His brother-in-law Gopinath has tried his best to convince him, to tell him, still cannot, because he has not gotten mercy. You understand? Such a great, he knows Shastra, but speaks Shastra, but cannot understand. Yes. Because Krishna will never reveal himself. Because he is not devotee, he is not surrendered at all. How can he get Krishna? Mercy, Lord's mercy, and how Krishna will reveal himself. Nam prakasa sarvasya. You understand? Ishwarer krupale sanyasi jare seise Ishwar tattva jani bare pare. Gopinath Acharya said, one who has gotten mercy of Ishwara, Lord, only he can understand. Tathapi te deva padam vajadaya prasada lesan gruhita eva hi janati tattvam bhagavan mahimna na chasya tathanya chiram vichinnam. He quoted that verse, 10th canto, Brahma statement. O Lord, who has gotten some mercy from your lotus feet, he knows your tattva, glory, your glory, tattva. Do you understand? He knows. Janati tattvam bhagavan mahimna na tathanya chiram vichinnam. But those who are very puffed up, because of their material scholarship, learning, merit, do you understand? Very puffed up, proud, they try to understand you through their mental speculation. Yes, through their mental speculation try to understand by dint of their own merit, scholarship, learning, intelligence. They cannot. Chiram, if they go on such speculation, whole life, thousands of lives, still they cannot understand. Yes. It's only the mercy of the Lord. It requires nothing else. Even those who are completely free from the clutches of Maya and have been situated in the platform of mukti, still they cannot understand. What to speak about that? Karmis, jnanis, yogis. Do you understand? They may have siddhis in their field of activity. Do you understand? That means karmi, if he has achieved siddhi in his field of karma, yogi, yoga siddhi, what is that? Achieved yoga siddhi, mystic, perfection, jnani, jnana siddhi, still they cannot. They cannot understand the Supreme Lord because they are very puffed up. Very puffed up. Their false ego is very great. They never accept what Supreme Lord has said. Sarvadharman pritijya mami kulsan. They are not surrendered. They never accept what Lord has said. How can they get mercy? How can they know? How can they understand the Supreme Lord? His transcendental Leela. They are trying to understand Supreme Lord and His transcendental Leela by dint of their material mind, material speculation, material intelligence, material scholarship, learning, their material vision. Do you understand? Supreme Lord has said they are mudhas. Abhajananti mang mudha manasing tanvasitam param bhava ajananta mama bhuta maheswaram. Naam prakasa sarvasya yogamaya samabhrita mudhayam navijanati lokamanga jangapyam. Krishna said, they are mudhas, they are rascals. They cannot understand me. When I come here, descend myself here with my own swarup, this Nara, a human form, 200 form, they deride me. Yes, they deride me. They tell me as an ordinary human being. They cannot understand I am Bhuta Maheshwara, I am Supreme Lord of everything. Nahu Praka, I never reveal myself before everybody, everywhere. Mudhayo navijanati. I am covered up with my Yogamaya potency. Mudhayo rascal cannot understand me. Unless one is completely surrendered, without condition, not partially, complete 100%, he cannot get. Krishna's mercy, Krishna will never leave himself. Do you understand? This is the only means. They are mudhas. Those who want to understand Supreme Lord through their own mental speculation on this Gyan Prayas, this following this ascending order. Do you understand? It's ascending order. Yes. Avaroho, no, Aroho Pantha. Avaroho means descending. Aroho Pantha, ascending order. Do you understand? By dint of their own mental speculation, scholarship learning, what is the reward for them? They get again and again the kickings from Mahamaya. That is reward for them. No other reward for them. Do you understand? Because they are not proper persons, authorized persons, anadhikari, unauthorized persons. That is reward for them. The kickings of Mahamaya. Do you understand? So we tell this story. One blind man was there. Once he thought of to understand to know what the color of the milk. So he asked one of his trusted friends, "Oh, my friend, will tell me what is the color of the milk?" His friend said, "Oh, it is plain." What is that? Plain? What is plain? Oh, it is like crane. Crane? What is that crane? Then his friend raised the proportion of his hand like this and make it bent and held it before him. The blind man just tossed it, kept in salmam for 1 minute, then said, "Oh, now I understood, I never drink milk in my life, it stuck into my throat." He understood the color of the milk. Blind man. Similarly, those who are very much puffed up, proud, false ego is very great, those who run after name, fame, adoration, they are like blind men. Yes. Madandha. They are a sort of blind men. You understand? By dint of their own speculation, merit, scholarship, intelligence, they try to understand the transcendental appearance, disappearance, leelas of Krishna. So their understanding is like that of the understanding of the blind man, the color of the milk, nothing else. Astralaya bhaje, tate Krishna nahityaje, arsho moryo karon. Those who have taken shelter at the lotus feet of Guru, Sadhu Guru, dear devotee of Krishna, dear devotee of Mahaprabhu, under his guidance, engaged in loving service, doing bhajan, they get the mercy of the Lord. Thereby, they understand. One who is real devotee, he knows this thing. Krishna is my eternal master, I am his eternal servant. This is constitutional position. He is always engaged, loving service. Rendering loving service unto Krishna under the care of guidance of bona fide representative Guru, for the pleasure of Krishna, for the pleasure of his dear devotee, not for his own pleasure. Isn't it? Murari, you are after your own pleasure, isn't it? Yes, Murari. Everybody is after own pleasure. Yes. Acharyavan, yes. Everybody is after his own pleasure. Who is thinking to give pleasure to Guru and Gauranga, please, to give pleasure to Krishna? You understand? Who is really surrendered, who is really dear devotee of the Lord, was accepted, bona fide Guru, Vaishnava Guru, and is engaged in rendering loving service unto Krishna. He knows that Krishna is my eternal master, I am his eternal servant, and he is always engaged in rendering service, loving service to Krishna and Karsana. Karsana means his dear devotee, devotee of Krishna, Vaishnava. He is completely dedicated. He is completely dedicated. Do you understand? To this rendering act, loving service unto Krishna. He is free from all anxiety. He only wants how to give pleasure, more pleasure, more pleasure, more pleasure to Krishna and his dear devotee. He never aspires for any pleasure and happiness for his own. They get causeless mercy of Krishna. And that causeless mercy is their only asset. They get this krupa. Mercy is very powerful and mercy is very enlightening. They get the enlightenment, merciful enlightenment. To that enlightenment, they see the transcendental, mysterious leelas of Krishna and understand this very easily. You understand? Very easily. They are completely surrendered. Completely surrendered. Do you understand? This Saranagati is the only Sarvadharman Paritejya Mamekam Saranam Bradahanta Sarpapebhya Mukhishyami Ma Suchaha. This is the last thing. Krishna instructed, gave this instruction, advice, giving up all varieties of dharma, just surrender. That Prabhupada said. Who is fully surrenders, Lord reveals himself fully. Fully surrendered. Do you understand? So this Saranagati, one who has fully surrendered to the Lord, he gets complete mercy. And he understands Supreme Lord completely, what is Brahma, what is Paramatma, what is Bhagavan. All tattva is revealed to him. And he is free from all anxiety, all fear. Yes, no lamentation. Saranagati, nice song, Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written, many songs Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written, Mahajana, Acharya, Atmanivedana tuyapade kari hoinu parama sukhi, আমার দুঃখ দূর গেল, চিন্তা না রইল, চৌদিকে আনন্দ দেখি। অশোক অভয় অমৃত আধার তোমার চরণদ্বয়, তাহাতে এখন বিশ্রাম লভ্যা ছাড়িনু ভবের ভয়। Oh Lord, now I am very happy, supremely happy, because now I am completely surrendered unto your lotus feet, that is Abhaya Saranarvinda. There is no fear. Do you understand? Your lotus feet is such a place where there is no fear, no lamentation, no death. Ashoka Avaya Amruta Adhar, Tumar Charanadaya, Tate Khana Visram Labhyan Chari Nuhavero. Yeah, that's big. Do you understand? Ashoka Avaya Amruta Adhar, Tumar Charanadaya, tahate ekhona visram labhya chadinu bhaver bhayo. O Lord, your two lotus feet is such. There is no fear, no lamentation, no fear. Today, from this moment, I completely surrender myself at this lotus feet. So now I am free from all sorts of fear. There is no lamentation, no fear, no death. I am not even afraid of death now because there is amrita. Amrita, nectar is emanating from the lotus feet. Who drinks amrita, where is the mortality? Is amrita, immortality. Atmanivedana tuyapade kari haino parama sukhi, amar dukha dura gelo. Now all my sufferings, pain, sufferings, misery is gone, no anxiety, I am free from anxiety, I am supremely happy now because you are Sachidananda. I am supremely happy, Chaudige Ananda. Wherever I see, wherever I look, I see all rejoicing only. Yes, because you see the lotus feet of Krishna only. So this is all rejoicing. संसार तुम्हार संसारे करीब सेवन नहिब फलेर भागी तब सुख जाए करीब जतन है पदे अनुरागी. Now I am in your sansar, not in Maya sansar. Do you understand me? All of you are in Maya sansar, isn't it? Are you in Krishna sansar? Two sansar is there, two worlds here, Maya's and Krishna's. One is completely surrendered. Mahamevaje prapadyante mayamitam tarantite. When one completely surrendered, do you understand? 100%, not artificially, not partially, not conditionally. Completely, without condition. 100% surrender, he is in Krishna sansar. Not in Maya, is gone. He has conquered Maya. Tomar sansare kariba sevana, naiva phaler bhagi, tava sukha jaye kariba jatana hoye pade anuragi. Now, he understands that I am eternal servant of Krishna. Krishna is my eternal master. So I am now entered into your sansar, and you are the object of love, and you are the only person to be served. So I am now engaged in loving, rendering loving service unto you. I will never expect any fruit of my service for myself. Naiva phaler bhagi. Karmanya vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. In Gita, Krishna says, Karmanya adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have no right. You have no right in the fruit. Ma phaleshu. You have right to work only. Yes, you are a worker. You have to work. Don't expect any fruit out of your work, activity. Krishna is phaladata, he is the giver of fruit. You have no right in it. Don't expect any fruit from it, result from it. Just work, render service unto Krishna. Yes. Balamanda nai jani seva matra kori. Tomar sansare ami visha prahari. Another song. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I don't know whether I am doing good or bad. Yes. Why are you just discriminating? Discriminating. Yes, I will do this thing, this will be better, this is not good, this is better, this will be best. Why such discrimination? Balamanda nai jani seva matra kori. Tomar sansare ami visha prahari. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, oh Lord, I don't know whether I am doing good or bad. I am only rendering service. I am a servant. Your eternal servant, I am only rendering service unto you under direction, guidance of your bona fide representative mind, revered spiritual master. Yes. Yes. He has said, just cleanse the stool pit. Yes, I am cleansing the stool pit. Why I'll think, oh, I am doing very abominable service. What is that abominable service? Balmanda nai jani seva matra kari, tomar sansara ami visha prahari. I don't know whether I am doing good or bad. Oh Lord, I am just rendering service unto you under the direction, guidance of my revered spiritual master who is a bona fide representative. Best. No discrimination, nothing. Tomar sansare ami visaprari, in your sansar I am just a watchman. Yes. Watchman just watching, just guarding your property. Guard, security guard. Do you understand? Treasury guard. Guards the treasury day and night, left, right, with gun in hand. Huh? Hey, what are you doing? I'm guarding. What are whose treasury? That's my master's treasury. It's not mine. I am servant. Best. So you are saying mine. That's delusion. Do you understand me? That's it. Tomar sansare kariba sevan nahiva phalera bhagi. I am not. You understand? I don't expect any reward, any fruit, anything out of my service. Just render service. Just expect some reward in return, they are not servant. Savai banik, not sabhrutya. That language of Prahlad Maharaj. They are doing business, monetary transaction, business transaction with the Lord. Are you doing? Acharya is doing business transaction with the Lord. I'll give this thing and expect this thing in return. Give and take. This Savai Banik Sabhrutya is a businessman. He is not servant. Yes, you are doing something, isn't it? Savai Banik Sabhrutya. He is Banik. He is a businessman. He was doing business transaction with you, Lord, giving this thing and wants this thing from you. Yes, I give this thing, please in return give me this thing. It's business transaction. He is a businessman, he is not servant. When is true servant, dear servant, he never expects anything. Na dhanam, na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamai mama janmani sri bhavatad bhakti rahit. Mahaprabhu taught us. Huh? Oh Lord, I don't want anything from you. Bhavata bhakti rahit. Life after life only render service unto your lotus feet to give you pleasure only. Non-dhanam, I don't want in return any wealth, material wealth, janam, any follower, sundari kavita, beautiful woman to enjoy. Always thinking, Allah, Krishna will give me a nice wife, beautiful wife to enjoy, isn't it? Always thinking, Acharya always hovering. Oh, Maharaj, what is this? Yes, expecting this thing. Two-legged hog, expecting this thing. No, sundari kavitam. Even no mukti. Life after life, I'll render service unto lotus feet. No return, don't expect. This is loving service, pure. That naheva phalera bhagi. Right? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I don't expect any reward, any return for my service. Tava sukha jaye karibo jatana hoye pade anuragi. What is pleasing to you? Only I will do render such service. To give you only pleasure, nothing for me. Do you understand? That is Krishna, to give pleasure unto Krishna. Anukulyena Krishna Anushulam, Anyamilasta Sunyam, Jnana Karma Dhyanabhritam, Anukulyena Krishna Anushulam, Bhakti Uttama Rupa Goswami. This is pure bhakti, Sudha Bhakti, based on pure love. Do you understand? Premi Bhakta. Do you understand? Prema Bhakti. This is Prema Bhakti. Do you know? Prema Bhakti. Anyamilasta Sunyam, Jnana Karma Dhyanabhritam, Anukulyena Krishna Anushulam. Bhakti Uttama. This is Prema Bhakti. This is pure Bhakti. Supreme Bhakti. You understand? No desire for material enjoyment, no desire for material liberation. Anukulyena. Just to serve Krishna favorably. What is that? Serve Krishna, render such service that will give him pleasure. That will give pleasure to Krishna. Best. Not pleasure to you, not pleasure to anybody. It's pleasure to Krishna. Do you understand? That is the truth. Pure. This is Prema Bhakti. Tomar, that's it. Hoye, tava sukha jaye koribo jatana. Hoye pade anuragi. I'll render such service, I'll engage myself in such service, that will give you pleasure. Yes. Not to me, my pleasure. Yes. তোমার সেবায় দুঃখ হয় যত, সেও তো পরম সুখ। হ্যাঁ, সেও তো পরম সুখ। সেবা সুখ দুঃখ পরম সম্পদ, নাশই অবিদ্যা দুঃখ। Lord, any suffering comes, any pain comes, do you understand? In rendering your service, any suffering, any misery, any pain, whatever pain comes, whatever miseries come, whatever sufferings comes, rendering your service, that is my topmost pleasure. Parama Sukha, yes. Do you understand? Seoto Parama Sukha, yes. Do you follow me? More diya dukho tar hoye judo sukha, say dukha more sukha varjya, Radharani says. Aslisyava padaratam vinastuma adarsanat marmahatang karotuva. Jatha tatha va vidadhatulam pada mat prananathastu sayeva napara. Isn't it? Last verse of Sikhyastaka, this statement, Radharani's words. Aslisyava padaratam vinastu adarsanat marmahatang karotu. Jatha tatha va vidadhatulam pada mat prananathastu sayivana. That Lampata, that devotee, is a devotee, Krishna, yes. Lampata, whatever he likes, let him do. He may embrace me, Asalisya. Padaratam pinastu, he may kick me with his feet. Other sanat marmahatang karatuba, he may put me in such very, I say, blazing fire of separation, pangs of separation. This blazing fire of separation, he may put me, whatever that devotee likes, wants to do, let him do. You understand? Sa me prananatha. Jatha tatha va vidadhat lampada mat prananathastu. He is my prananath. He is the dearest Lord of my heart, nobody else. This is unconditional service. True loving service. What pleases him? You understand? Yes. Tomar sevai. More diya dukho tar hoy jodi sukha, sei dukha more sukha varjya. Putting me in such miserable condition, painful condition, suffering condition, if he gets pleasure, that suffering is my highest pleasure. So, accept. Accept it. Yes. Isn't it? That suffering is my highest pleasure. But we have so many conditions. Yes, I have this problem. Let me first solve this problem. Then I'll do this thing. Yes, isn't it? So many conditions we have. So we are not true surrendered. How can you get complete mercy of the Lord? How can you understand the Lord completely? How, why and how He will reveal Himself before us? Not to surrender. That is it. তোমার সেবায় দুঃখ হয় যত, সেও তো পরম সুখ। সেবা সুখ দুঃখ পরম সম্পদ নাশয় অবিদ্যা দুঃখ। Lord, whatever suffering comes, whatever miseries come, whatever painful situations come, pain comes, and rendering service unto you, that is my highest pleasure. Parama sukha. Oh Lord, seva sukha dukkha parama sampada. That sukha dukkha, what I get, and rendering loving service unto you, that is my supreme asset. That dispels avidya dukkha, ignorance. Do you understand? Out of ignorance, everybody is suffering here. Yes, ignorance is the cause of suffering. Yes, how ignorance will dispel? Unless you get the mercy of the Lord, it cannot be dispelled. And how can you get the mercy? If you engage yourself in loving service unto Him under the guidance of His dear devotee. Do you understand? Sadhu Guru. Engage in the service of Sadhu Guru. Do you understand? You will render service unto Krishna through Sadhu Guru. Yes. Then your ignorance will dispel, will get mercy. Tesang eva anukampartham anya prajnana juntama nasayami atma bhavastha jnana dipena. That it says. So, I, out of compassion, mercy, dispel his ignorance prevailing in his heart, darkness. And I enkindle the lamp of knowledge. That is what? That is the mercy. Unless you accept this, whatever suffering comes, whatever misery comes, painful situation comes, pain comes, gladly accept. This is my highest pleasure. Do you understand? Then you will get mercy. Then your ignorance will be dispelled. Dispellama sampada nasaya vidyat. Then no more suffering. How there will be suffering? How there is suffering? If one is completely surrendered at the lotus feet of Krishna, this is abhaya, ashoka, abhaya, amruta radha. There is no fear, no lamentation, no death. Nectar is there. Where is the question of suffering? Is there suffering? Do you think the devotees suffer? Do you think so? Say frankly, do you think such devotees suffer?
Different type of suffering.
What type of suffering?
Separation.
Separation. Arre Baba, that is the highest pleasure. The topmost platform of the love. You see, what we are discussing 2-3 days last. What Krishna says. There is no separation at all, Bhavati. Sarvatmana. Isn't it such explanations? It's only apparent. It's partial. It's external. Don't put such stress on these external affairs. I am always with you. That is. Do you understand? And that suffering is the highest pleasure. Yes. This is a pure love. This is factual. Right? Such a surrendered soul has no suffering at all. Whatever suffering, it is only apparent. It is only apparent. Yes. How there will be suffering? Was taken shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. That is place of fearlessness. There is no fear, no lamentation, no death. Where is the question of suffering? He has taken shelter in such a place. No fear, no lamentation, no death. Only amruta, nectar is there. Where is? Whatever suffering is there, this is apparent only external. As for example, the Haridas Thakur, Namacharya Haridas Thakur, is completely surrendered soul. Yes. Mahabhagavata is Namacharya. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu made him Namacharya, Acharya of holy name. Day and night, 24 hours engaged. Never sleeps, never eats, no other business. 24 hours engaged, chanting his holy name. Completely fixed, attached. Yes. What is suffering? Complete fixed as such lotus feet, no fear, no lamentation, no death. But such pasandis dragged him in 22 bazaars, put such severe losses on him, cruelly, mercilessly. His flesh came out, bone came out. Anybody could have died, but he didn't die. Rather blissfully chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He could not feel any suffering. Anybody could have died. Those were audience, they say, alas, alas, what they are doing, such persons, rascals, cruel persons. They say, alas, alas. Such, but Haridas Thakur didn't feel any suffering. Why? Because actually there is no suffering at all. They did pure devotee, who is completely surrendered, who is completely surrendered at the lotus feet of Krishna. Such lotus feet, there is no lamentation, no fear, no death. Where is the suffering? Where is the misery? This is only apparent. This is only external. Such severe losses, such suffering, such cruelty. But Haridas Thakur didn't feel anything. Blissfully chanting Hare Krishna. Huh? Therefore, it is only apparent. Yes. Even you see, one is Mahaprabhu came and said, you chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So one who completely surrenders unto holy name, the very suffering. Completely surrender unto holy name. Holy name is not different from Krishna. And who achieves Namabha stage. Not pure name, Namabha stage, intermediate stage. Yes. One who achieves Namabha stage, his prarabdha karma is destroyed. So, how the suffering will come as a result of your prarabdha karma is destroyed? Do you follow me? So, at that time when he chants pure name, completely surrender unto holy name, pure name chants, at that time is directly dealing with the Supreme Lord. Yes, he is playing with the Supreme Lord. He is eating with the Supreme Lord. He is talking with the Supreme Lord. All direct dealings. Yes. Very suffering. Very suffering. It's complete direct dealings with Supreme Lord. Do you understand? But that means he is in such a anandamaya, blissful state always. All is in blissful state. Whatever suffering there is all apparent, external things, like Haridas Thakur was written. Jato dekho Vaishnavero vyavahar dukho, nischay janiyo sei purananda sukha. If you see some suffering of some Vaishnava, you should understand that's not real suffering. That is his supreme blissful state. Do you understand? Purananda sukha. Supremely blissful state he is. Haridas Thakur was in such a state, though he was beaten. Because they get pleasure in such suffering. So devotees get pleasure in such suffering. Yes. Suffer for Krishna, Baba. That's the highest pleasure. More diya dukhotar hoy jodi sukha. Dukha more sukha varja. Putting me, giving me such distress, such suffering, if he gets pleasure, that's my highest pleasure. Why are you afraid of it? Javan. Why are you afraid of it? That is supreme pleasure. Such devotees get pleasure, highest pleasure, supreme pleasure, happiness through these sufferings. Yes, through these sufferings. Isn't it? Are you prepared? No, we are conditioned. We have so many conditions, isn't it? Yes. Not completely surrendered. Example, Krishna's friend, dear friend, Sudama Vipra, such poor fellow. It's apparent that he was suffering from poverty. He couldn't feed. We couldn't give one piece of bread, chapati to his children. They're crying out of hunger. Roti dao, roti dao, roti dao. Oh Baba, oh Mama, oh Daddy, oh Mommy, give me bread, give me a piece of bread. I'm hungry. Children are crying. Such poor fellow he was. But such a devotee of Krishna. Isn't it? So this apparent, he's suffering. Out of poverty, he's suffering. He cannot feed his children, his family members, take care of. But is that suffering? It's such blissful state. Then he went to Dwarka. Such poor man, put on dirty, tattered cloth, had taken some old chipped rice, broken chipped rice. Just his wife brought from neighbor's house, put it in a bundle, put it on armpit. How gladly Krishna received him, offered worship, made him seated on his own Singhasan, offered Arati, washed his feet, feet washing water sprinkled, offered Arati. So Krishna treated him so nicely and snatched away. He was not giving out of shame, putting in underneath the armpit. Snatched, oh my dear friend, you have brought. What have you brought for me? You must have brought something. Why are you not giving me? Though not giving, snatching. So blissfully taking. Oh, so nice. This is, what is that? This is the mood, loving mood of the devotee. Krishna accepted the loving mood, bhava vinodya. Where is the suffering? Is suffering? It's only external, nothing. And Vidur is such a poor man. Krishna went there and accepted. Much pleasure. Uninvited went there, accepted. Soaked rice, some saag. Vidur's wife was offering the skin of the ripe banana out of ecstasy, throwing the inner portion of the banana. And much pleasure. Oh, so nice. Krishna is ready. This is a loving mood. Where is the suffering? Because such devotees, they have kicked off this material enjoyment, material happiness. They have accepted all material sufferings voluntarily, out of love for Krishna. They know this suffering is our highest pleasure. Otherwise, we'll develop attachment to this material world. How can you develop attachment to Krishna? They are always completely absorbed in the pleasure deriving from rendering loving service and Krishna. Sevananda. They are completely forgetful of their external affairs, bodily affairs. They are, do you understand? Completely forgetful. They are in such transcendental situation. Sachidananda. Sthara. Do you follow me? Where is the suffering for them? They are completely forgetful of their own existence. Such beatings are there, losses are there, passion is flesh has come out, bone has come out. But Das Thakur didn't feel anything. He didn't feel anything. Blissful chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Do you understand? No suffering. They cannot feel such suffering. They are completely absorbed in that ananda. Do you understand? Completely absorbed, supreme pleasure. They are in that level, platform, Sachidananda Sthiti. Completely forgetful of their existence. Where is the suffering? They are not in bodily platform. They are above, but transcendent. The bodily platform, why the suffering? This is only external. Others see they are suffering, but they are not real suffering. Devotees, no suffering. Others see, oh, suffering. Yes, he is dukhi, he is the most distressed person. Yes, that is most sukhi. He is the happiest person, not the most distressed person. In others' vision, maybe dukhi, but he is param sukhi. Do you understand? Yeah. Mahaprabhu has shown that thing. The all lashes put on back of Haridas Thakur, Mahaprabhu showed, the all lashes are here on my back. Isn't it? So it's not on the back of Haridas Thakur, because he's completely surrendered to lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. He has taken shelter at the Avaya Ashoka Amrutar Sthala. Such lotus feet, there is no fear, no lamentation, no death. What is this suffering? We are in bodily conscious of life, bodily platform, so suffering is for us. We are not taken shelter. This is what. So they get pleasure, mercy. So they can understand Krishna. And they are endowed with such vision. They see always, wherever they look, they see the all beautiful form of Shyama Sundara. Yes, beautiful form of Shyama Sundara, always. Jahan netra pade tahan dekho hamare. Wherever this. Jamam pasyati sarvatra sarvam tamai pasyati tasyam na pranasyami satsami na pranasyati. One who sees me everywhere He sees everything in me. He sees me, I see him. I am not lost sight of him, he is not lost sight of me. Who is he? He is always with Krishna. Nobody is suffering for him. He is only external, only apparent. So said, Purva itihasa bhulinu sakala sevas sukha pe mane amita tumar tumita amar ki kaja paradhani. Bhakti. It's complete new life, new birth, material birth gone, finished. Huh? So I am completely now forgetful of my old history, previous history. I am Mr. X, Y, or Z. Huh? Isn't it? Huh? What's your name? Huh? Previous name, Karmi? Alan. Alan. I am not Alan Acharya Ban, complete. New birth, new person, new atmosphere, new world. Yes, Krishna's world. Purva Ityas, oh Lord, I am completely forgetful of that, my previous history. Seva Sukha, being engaged in your loving service, I am completely forgetful of my previous history. Amita Tumar Tumita, you are mine, I am yours, O Krishna. This is one relationship, no material relationship. What is the use of other activities? Huh? This is only one activity, loving service, that's asset, supreme asset, all blissfulness. Bhakati vinoda anande dubya tumar sevar kari, sob chesta kare to ichha thakya tumar ghare. Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, now Bhakti Vinod Thakur is completely immersed, inundated in that ocean of pleasure. Do you understand? Ocean of pleasure, ananda. Do you understand? And completely engaged in rendering loving service unto you. And he does everything according to your will, O Lord, not to his will. We are thinking according to your will. Think of what Krishna's will. Jahoi Krishna ichha tahi koribo nijo ichha mate kichu na chintiba. What Krishna wills, I'll do. I'll never think of anything according to my will. That is. Yes. Mix your will with the will of Krishna, best. Make it one. Yes. Krishna wants you to enter into the fire and burn yourself. Then why hesitate? Krishna wanted Arjuna to enter into such Kurukshetra Juddha, such dreadful, fearful fires, fighting. Yes. Other side, big Rathi Maharathis, Bhishma, Karna, Salya, Krupa, Drona, big, yes. Yes, Krishna wants. Battlefield is not bed of roses. Krishna wants to enter into that, suffer there. Yes, Karisye Vachanam, yes, I'll do whatever you want, I'll enter in fight. Yes, accept. This is all pleasing, very pleasing. Such pointed arrows, sharp arrows are coming from the other side. See. Piercing the body of Krishna. I would say, Arjuna, oh, so much pleasure for Krishna. So, Shiva Sukha Dukha Parama Sampada Nashaya Vida. This whatever suffering, misery, pain you get in rendering service to Krishna, that is supreme pleasure, supreme pleasure. That example is Arjuna. Do you follow that? Sab chesta kare to ichham tatha kya tumhara ghari. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says. Bhakti Vinod Thakur does everything according to the will of Krishna, remaining in the house of Krishna. It's Krishna's house, it's Krishna Balaram's house. They are here, not in Maya's house. Why in Maya's house? Stay in Krishna's house and render service. That's all pleasing. All pleasing. No suffering is there. One who does so, he gets the mercy. He gets the mercy. He gets the mercy of the Lord. That's Anukampa. Mercy of the Lord. Tatyanukampang. tesang evan kampatham amagyan. You understand? Then Krishna, he sees Krishna, Krishna reveals himself. Yes, he understands Krishna, he sees Krishna. Yes, his life is successful, happy life. When Krishna Balaram were students in Sandipani Muni's ashram, you understand, they have taught us. They are Supreme Lord. They have supreme will, supremely powerful. They have taught practically how to serve Guru. Yes. How to suffer for Guru. Yes. They have taught. Once Guru Patni says, oh boys, today there is no fuel. How can we cook? There is no cooking. No, how can we cook food? No fuel. Go to forest and fetch wood. Then both two brothers carrying axe, you understand? Let us go. Fetch wood. Why? Supreme will, by their mere will, the creation, annihilation, maintenance takes place by mere willing. If they would have willed, thousand truckload of fuel would have come there. What the need of going to forest with axe to axe, fetch wood? Because they showing how to serve Guru. Yes. You understand? If I won't do it, he has said, Mama Vartmanu Vartvanti Manusya Partha Sarvasa. He has said that thing in Gita. If I won't engage myself in this work, they all will imitate me, follow me, they won't engage. Why I will do? He just sit down, so I will sit down. Isn't it? So I come and I engage myself. So, Krishna Balaram, they are engaged in the service of Guru. Went to forest to fetch wood. So mysterious Leela, wonderful Leela, then manifested. Torrential rains, violent storm came, so much thundering, lightning, dense darkness, complete inundation, torrential outpour. Do you understand? Whole land inundated. They couldn't return to ashram. Whole night spent in the forest. Sandipani Muni, whole night couldn't sleep. Oh, two boys went. Couldn't return because of bad weather, night. Whole night, sleepless night is spent. As soon as it's dawn, so rain ceased, he rushed to the forest and saw two brothers standing underneath a tree and shivering. But whole night so much rain, like an ordinary conditioned body, metal body, shivering. And Sandipani Muni embraced them. Oh, Sat Sishya, you are Sat Sishya, true disciple. You are Sat Sishya. Because this body is very dear to everybody. And for me, you sustain such bodily suffering. Yes, you are Sat Sishya, true disciple. Are you true? No. Suffering at Baba, no. Give us all enjoyment, all comforts. Then I will serve, isn't it? If there's suffering, how can we serve? We are hesitant. The Supreme Lord. Naumijya prajati vyang tapaso pasapanyava tusyam sarvabhutatma guru sususaya datha. These are the words of Krishna in 10th canto. I am very much pleased with that person or devotee who serves the Guru Sususaya. This Guru, out of love and affection, sustaining all bodily pain, suffering, everything at any cost, in the cost of his life. Yes, serves Guru and pleases Guru. I am very much pleased with him. Yes. To see him sarvabhutatma guru susasvayatha. I am not pleased with such strict brahmacharya or grihastha or vanaprasthi or sannyasi who follows very strictly the principle of brahmacharya, grihastha dharma or vanaprastha. dharma or sannyasa dharma, undergoes very severe austerity, penance, very strict, what is this, mind control, sense control, all these things. I am not pleased with him. I wasn't pleased with this person or devotee who serves his guru. Sustaining all bodily pain, suffering, everything for the pleasure of guru. Yes. To sing Sarvabhutatma Guru Sasasayata. This is the means how to get the mercy of the Supreme Lord, how to please the Lord. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasad jasya prasanna gati kutopi. Every day you sing Mangal Arti. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasad jasya prasanna gati kutopi. If Guru is pleased, then Krishna is pleased. This is the way how to please Krishna, how to get mercy of Krishna. By pleasing Guru, getting mercy from Guru, and get please Krishna, Supreme Lord, and get mercy. Jasya prasanna gati kutopi. If Guru is displeased, where is your place, Baba? What is your destination now? You have lost our destination now. Finished. Do you understand? This is the means. This is the only means how to please Krishna, Supreme Lord, and get his mercy. One is engaged in such service of Guru, loving service of Guru, sustaining all bodily pain, suffering, facing all awkward and favorable situations. Yes, pleases. He gets the pleasure of Krishna, gets the mercy of Krishna. Then he understands Supreme Lord. Otherwise, no other means is there. Thank you. No other way is there. Pure service, loving service. That bhajan means service. And getting pleasure, ananda only. Completely forgetful of their this existence, material existence, do you understand? Only they can tolerate. They are in blissful state, Sachidanandamaya. They develop this bhajan, those who are engaged in such bhajan, this power of tolerance is developed. Yes, otherwise, how can you develop the power of tolerance? And how can you tolerate? No question at all.
One must be truly attached to Krishna.
Yes.
So that won't come before one is attached to Krishna.
Yes, then you can tolerate. Otherwise, how can you tolerate? You cannot tolerate. As long as you are in bodily constitutional life, how could this Haridas Thakur tolerate such severe losses? Dragging in 22 bazaars, such mercilessly they are putting lashes. Bone came out, flesh came out, bone came out. How he tolerated? Because it's not bloody blood. He is in Sachidananda Sthiti, such all blissful, supremely blissful state, chanting blissfully Hare Krishna. Anybody could have died, but he didn't die. Kaji said he should die, otherwise I will cut up your head if you won't die. And he didn't die. Then the Kaji's man said, oh, our head will be cut off because you didn't die. Oh, why your head will be cut off? Right, let me die. So he sat in samadhi as if dead. Then they just told like this, no life. They said, all right, what to do? Oh, throw it in the Ganges. Throw it in the Ganges. Then floated in the Ganges and reached the other side of the embankment, got up, chant Hare Krishna. How is it? How he tolerated? This is question of pure love. If you develop such love, with loving mood, you are chanting Hare Krishna, rendering loving service, then you can develop such power of tolerance, then you can tolerate. Otherwise you can say, oh, intolerable, cannot tolerate. So much pain. I cannot tolerate such pain. Yes. That is also love. You can tolerate. As tolerant as tree. Otherwise, how can you be tolerant? No question of tolerance at all. Unless you have developed such love for Guru and Gauranga. Mother tolerates the suffering for her child. Small baby crying whole night, passing urine, stool, in the lap of mother. Baby suffering, crying. Mother cannot sleep. Yes, she tolerates because it's love of affection. Yes, my baby. Yes, fondling, allowing him to suck the breast. Such toilets because of love and affection. How can you tolerate? Unless you have developed such love and affection for Supreme Lord, Guru and Gauranga. Yes, that too. That's the only way you can develop such love, tolerance. Therefore, said Parorivo Saisnuna. We are tolerant as tree. You cut off the tree, you understand, cut it into pieces, burn into ashes, toilets, tree toilets. No objection. Never objects. Toilets.
Christ, when he was crucified, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ is their devotee.
Not suffering.
Not suffering. He's like Haridas Thakur. He's like Haridas Thakur, yes. He's their devotee, yes. He's their devotee.
Everyone was thinking he's suffering, but
No suffering. He's only apparent, I say. Only external. Apparent, I say. There is no question of suffering at all. Bhakta Dukkha. Where is the suffering of such bhakta? The devotee was taken shelter at such lotus feet of Krishna. There is no fear, no lamentation, no suffering, no death. Where is the question at all? No question.
but the Christians have evolved the whole theology that Christ suffered for people's sins.
That is all external. People say so. I say that thing. The audience, the ordinary people, conditions, persons, they say, such a most distressed for this person. So much suffering is leading such a miserable life, so much distress. Yes. You understand? Yes. When Haridas Thakur was being beaten, all the other people are saying, alas, what they are doing, merciless beating souls. Yes, they are shedding tears. In their eyes is suffering, but actually he is not suffering. No suffering. He is the blissful state. He is only apparent. Such devotees, they have kicked off all material connections, all material sukha, dukkha, material happiness, everything they have kicked off. They are not in material platform. They are just transcendental platform. Where the question of suffering is only apparent. Is only apparent. External. Yes, not factual. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.